Hey everybody. Today I was ready to do a video and I'm like, okay, what kind of video? I've done a gazillion 100,000 videos here. What can I talk about today? This is another prime example why we are to educate ourselves and why we are to keep moving forward and keep on learning and growing so that we can have things to talk about, but not things that you think I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the news and how everything is so disappointing in the world. No, because I don't focus on the things that are disappointing. I focus on the growth of my life, the development of my life, and teaching myself to look at the lessons that I've had. They're there for a reason. And when you know better, you do better, right? I now am in the mentoring ship of my life. My kids are raised. I'm single, and I have nothing but time to reflect on things that have happened to me in my life and learning the lessons so that I can teach you, right? So my outfit of the day is this little fluffy dress, skirt. You guys have seen it. I did it on one of my fashion shows. Love it. And my shirt matches it perfectly. It's orange. I love when dresses have multiple colors in them because then you can choose which color you want. Today I chose orange. And I think it's so beautiful to have a vibrant color next to your face, right? It just makes you so cheery and so happy and you look alive. So I chose this because that's how I want to be on this video. I want to educate you. So if you don't like videos of me just advice and stuff, next I have plenty others, okay? I have so many videos on this channel. Go to your delight, go to the playlist, click on whatever you want to watch, and I won't get offended. But somebody out here needs to hear this today. So whenever I feel like prompt to talk about something, you know how I've done that, like I've went on walks and then I come home and I teach meditation and all the different things, all the different quirks and jerks that I have here on this channel. And so today I am prompted to talk about things I'm learning as far as dating goes. Everybody's always like, girl, why are you single? I believe that people are single by choice. I used to be the one that would be like, oh, poor them, they're single. Ooh, poor them. Now I realize the smart people are single. The smart people are single. Let that sink in. The ones that love themselves are single. Because guess what I'm learning? I grew up thinking I needed to get married, thinking I needed to have kids. Our moms try to do the best they can, but that's just kind of how it is. You raise your kids and then you're taught to reproduce and you just pick some man that pays attention to you and you're like, oh, he likes me. Okay, we'll have good babies. I guess he's okay looking, he looks good. All right. Not knowing anything about them, just thinking, oh, it's going to be roses, peaches, and sunshine, and everything's going to be magical like a garden, and it's going to be beautiful. And then you marry them, and you did not take the time to know each other's soul, to get to know each other's soul. You take your baggage, they take their baggage, they put it together, and most people have not done the work, the inner work, the soul work, the getting to know yourself, the loving yourself work. And then they just, boom, they marry, you have kids, and here comes the shit show. And that's exactly what I call it. I call marriage a shit show. Not all marriages, but the marriages that the people haven't done the work with inside themselves. And that's the way my marriage was, because I didn't do the work inside myself. I took my alcoholic parents' baggage, I took my low self-esteem, I took my unworthiness, I took my shame, I took my blah, 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 and I brought it to this marriage, and vice versa. He took his childhood trauma and everything, and we tried to make a great family. I tried to strive to be the opposite of my family, not drinking, staying at home, raising my kids to be strong, amazing kids. But I wasn't strong. I had lost myself, so I did the best I could. So what I'm hoping this video does more than anything is helps people out there before they get into their relationship. Because I believe when you break up with somebody, you've got to do the work. And even before you get with somebody, do the work inside of yourself. Well, now when I'm saying do the work, if you believe in God, pray to God. If you're spiritual, meditate. I mean, I'm talking about taking time out, propping your feet up, and asking for help to the universe or whoever you pray to. And take 10 minutes out of your day and focus on a sound that's around you, like whatever it is, air conditioner, heater, whatever the loudest sound is that you're there. If it's cars next on your road, whatever. And get one with yourself. And start doing that. Just clear your mind and focus on that sound. And start doing this 10 minutes a day until you want to do more. And start clearing out this vessel. Start clearing it out. And you know what I discovered doing this? I discovered for my whole life, I have looked outside of myself for love. My whole life, I've listened to people all around me tell me how they felt about me, which created a disaster because not everybody's gonna like you and not everybody's gonna love you. So they're gonna say, oh, your lips are too big, or I like a blonde, I don't like a brunette. No, I'd rather have brunette eyes than blue eyes, and I like a smaller chest woman, or I like a smaller butt woman, and yada yada, you get my drift, right? And then you take that and you become, you're looking for love outside yourself, and you become this like trying to please whoever you're with type of person, this needy, pleasy, ooh. And then you become this person that puts this person that you're with that gave you attention and said, hey baby, I think you're pretty hot. And you take the first person that gives you attention because you think that that's all you deserve. And instead of looking inside of yourself and knowing your worth and knowing your love and knowing your value and seeing if it's a match before you have sex, you just grab a hold of somebody, have sex, and if the sex is good, you go, okay, baby, let's have a relationship. No, that's not a relationship. That's why they always fail. That's why mine have always failed, because I was not whole within myself. So I just hope and pray that this video helps somebody out there. I'm like crying out to all the people today, because when you know better, you do better, right? So you go inside of yourself, you work on yourself, and you stay single. That's why I say single people are the blessed people, because they don't have any energies around them. I don't have any energies to fight with. I don't have anybody getting on my nerves or doing things differently than I do them or any of that. I have myself right here, my home, myself, my situation. So then you go in and you meditate and you start working on yourself, and you start cleansing the past, and you start cleansing the energy. My advice, if you just broke up with somebody, I would say wait 6 months to a year. Do you realize that guys move on faster than women? And have you ever wondered why the guys move on faster than women? It's because women do everything in the relationships. The guys have these relationships and they get to just kick back and be the king. And for some reason, us women become the slaves. That's what I did in every single one of my relationships. I realize now that I put them on the pedestal and I became the doormat even in my own home. I pay the bills and I'm the doormat? Are you kidding me? What? I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I am the queen here. And the reason I created this life and the reason I ran from my husband was to be free, to get my voice back. And how dare I let myself not see that. But again, it was just, instead of doing all the work, and instead of, I thought I did, but evidently I didn't. And you know, sometimes you have to learn the lesson a couple, 3 times before you, come on, hello. Sometimes that's what it takes. So I'm hoping that this video, you'll get it, you'll learn it, you'll do it, you'll apply it, so you don't keep on making the same mistakes. If you wonder why you're always attracting a narcissist, it's because they test you and they see if you're that nice person. Don't be a nice person in a relationship, especially at first. They've got to earn that. Don't give them everything. Date them and then stay away. Date them and then stay away. Kind of do that like hot and cold, but don't give them the cookie on the first date. All these the hookup culture. No wonder we're not happy, because everybody is hooking up with everybody. And nobody even has to talk anymore. If you go on the dating apps, they're a joke. They'll say, "Hey, baby, I just want to friends with benefits," or "I just want to hook up," or Nobody wants to take the time to talk anymore. Everybody just wants to hook up. Well, if that's what you're into, do it, but to me, that's so shallow. I'm left feeling lonelier than I did before if I do stuff like that. I feel lonelier than I did before because I opened up something so sacred and so private to somebody I didn't even know. So for me, call it old-fashioned, call it whatever, I believe in meeting somebody organically. I believe in meeting somebody also that has a high vibration, that has done the work, and then we meet and we feel it. We feel each other's energy, and nobody's taking from anybody. Nobody expects anybody to do anything they don't want to do. Nobody expects you to slave in the kitchen. Nobody expects you to clean up after them. They do their own thing. They're a powerful, positive, happy person with their own house, their own bills, their own situation. I'm a positive, happy, successful, my own house, my own situation. So then when you get together, you just complement each other. It's like, it's like a locket that fits together, just like, oh, we're finally here. But then we part, and we're okay with that. We don't get clingy, we don't get needy, we don't get desperate, we don't get, oh, are you cheating on me? None of that. We just have this knowing that when they leave, that they're going to be successful and powerful and do their business, and then I'm going to do the same thing. And then when we meet together, it's this beautiful, like singing birds, just like, hi, and I see you, looking into each other's eyes and talking and having long conversations and not making anybody feel bad, but only lifting them up. I've said a lot of years ago, if you're in a relationship, you need to pick them up with you. Don't be the anchor of the relationship. Don't be the other person's having to do all the work and they're constantly trying to pick you up because you're just stuck and lazy and just sitting there doing nothing with your life when you have so much potential. Nothing makes me more upset is when people just are lazy and they don't do anything. They waste their life. We have these beautiful minds, these beautiful bodies, and we have so many gifts and talents that we can do to create and live and make money and travel and explore. We should never, ever, ever depend on the other person for any of that. Because if you put somebody else on a pedestal, you will always, 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 always be disappointed. So put yourself on the pedestal. Love yourself. Don't look for the love anywhere else. Protect your love. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. Today, I'm going to protect you. Today, I'm going to love you. Today, I'm going to tell you how beautiful you are. Today, I'm going to dress up just because. Just because I love colorful dresses. Just because I love a colorful shirt. And I'm going to do it for you and nobody else. And if somebody compliments me, that's great. I'll take it. Thank you. Smile. But I don't owe them anything and they don't owe me anything. You see? So I love you, and this is my message for you today. It got a little bit wordy, but there's a lot to put into this. And if you want videos like this of what I'm learning so much. I'm reading so many delicious books. I'm putting myself first. I'm loving myself. For the first time in my entire life, I've had these crying sessions that have led me to this. I mean, I was reaching out, God, please help me. What is wrong with me? Why do I feel like I need a man to complete me? What is wrong with me? Help me with my addiction to always wanting sex. Why is it that I feel like I just always have to have this strong man come hold me and have sex with me? Why can't I do this for myself? And these are all the things that I cry out to God. So whatever your issues are, whatever your weaknesses are, cry out to God and ask for help. And He will lead you to your perfect life. And remember, when you're in meditation, all the answers that you need to have this purposeful, beautiful, amazing life are right inside. They are right inside of you. So never, ever, ever go out looking for anybody else to tell you who you are. You tell yourself who you are, and you own that power, and you own that worth, and you change your life for the better. If you're in an abusive situation today, this is definitely for you. Own your power, get your bank, get your money, and get out, and never look back. Don't waste one single moment putting yourself last again. No more doormats. So I love you for watching. Send your questions below. Let me know if this helped you. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. You know I'm not an expert. I'm just an expert on my life. And this is what the stage that I always teach, the stages of my life as I go along on what I'm going through. And this is what I found, and I'm so excited that I'm back and I live alone in this amazing, beautiful house, and I have the most incredible career talking to you guys here on YouTube, and I'm on Rumble, and I'm on free TV, and I'm just everywhere. And I love it. It fills my creativity box, you know, that I'm outside the lines kind of gal, and this just gives me full reign to just share what I want on this lifestyle channel. So I appreciate you so much. Put the bell button up there so you never ever miss my videos again and again. Go to my playlist and find out what you're interested in. Bye for now.